Later March to early April is the cherry blossom viewing season in mainland Japan. In Japan, we call cherry blossom viewing Hanami. This video is about me going out on my motorcycle to see cherry blossoms in Japan. Hello viewers, my name is Mark JPT. I'm a Japanese who loves to travel around Japan, and I have traveled pretty much all over Japan. It's been my hobby for 10 years. Still, I never get bored of doing it. Every time I travel, I realize Japan may seem small, but there's a whole lot you can see. I've had a lot of fun in the last 10 years. For the most part. Anyway, the purpose of my vlog is to provide useful Japan travel tips for those who are interested in Japan with my bad English. Right now, I'm going through the avenue of cherry trees. Petals are beginning to fall from full bloom, and flowering petals are like peach-colored snow. Such a pretty view. Today, I'm going to do some Hanami in Aichi Prefecture, the birthplace of baseball legend Ichiro Suzuki and Akira Toriyama, the author of Dragon Ball. First up, Nagoya Castle, built by one of the powerful and renowned shogun, Tokugawa Ieyasu. Jump to the perimeter of Nagoya Castle. It's one of the popular Hanami spots in Aichi, so I predicted the traffic would be bad, but I didn't expect to be this bad. Look at the number of cars parked on the side of the road. It goes all the way to the other lane too. I wanted to see the castle and cherry blossoms set, but as you can see, the traffic is pretty terrible. I couldn't park my bike in the parking lot I checked out beforehand. In fact, I couldn't find any parking lot at that point. Obviously, I got tired of the traffic and have to give up Nagoya Castle. But no worries. I thought something like this might happen, so I've already planned my next destination in advance. And it's not too far from here. The next stop, Tsuruma Park. And here I am, caught in the middle of the crowds of cherry blossom viewers. Worse yet, I can't find any parking lot that I can park. Again. It's a park, so unlike Nagoya Castle, probably the most popular Hanami spot in Aichi, I thought it would be easy finding a parking space for a motorcycle. I was wrong. I didn't expect Tsuruma Park to be this crowded. This is my second loss in one day. Some viewer might say, "Oh, I thought you've been doing this for 10 years. So far, your videos have been so helpful." Fair enough. So here's my first Japan travel tip for you. Use public transportation in the city area, so you don't have to suffer finding a damn parking space every single time. Naturally, I got tired of the traffic in the city area. So right now, I'm heading to a more remote part of the Aichi, where you can see pretty cherry blossoms. Away from the city part means less disturbance. So I'm pretty confident that this time, I will have a smooth Hanami experience. The next stop, Okazaki Park. There was a lot of traffic, but not as bad as the city area. Just as I predicted. And if you're on a two-wheel, you can park right next to the viewing venue. To see the castle and cherry blossom set. I couldn't make my wish come true after all. But finally, I can enjoy proper Hanami in Aichi this time. Here's a little historic trivia about this Okazaki castle. Do you remember the name of the shogun who built Nagoya Castle? That's right, it's Tokugawa Ieyasu. He is one of the most famous shogun in Japan.
And the Tokugawa regime lasted for 15 generations.
Total of 265 years. Okazaki Castle is the castle where Ieyasu was born. So it's a special castle for history buffs. Okay, enough with the sleepy history talk, and let's turn our attention to the cherry blossoms. The park grounds are filled with them, and admiring them made my time blow by. I see some people are having party under the cherry trees. That's what we do in the Hanami season. Gather friends and family, enjoying seeing pretty cherry blossoms, and treat ourselves with food and drink. Man, I'd like to join them if I wasn't driving afterwards. It's currently past 7 p.m. and I found myself doing some Hanami until this late at night. I have to call for today, but my Hanami is not over yet. In fact, the place I will be hitting tomorrow is the place I wanted to visit the most. So good night everyone, I will see you guys tomorrow.
Oh, what a day! What a lovely day!
Good morning viewers, it's lovely weather this morning. Let us continue Hanami. Today I will be heading to Shiga Prefecture. Shiga is known for carrying the biggest lake in Japan called Biwako. Also, Shiga is part of the region called the Kinki region. It's right, Kinki. Very different than what you think. Shiga is a little further from where I am, so I will be using a highway this time. But highways in Japan are pricey. For example, I will be using a highway for less than 50 miles this time, but still cost me a damn 1640 yen. It's expensive, but you can get your destination in less time. The next stop, Hachiman Moat. Get off the highway and into Shiga Prefecture. You can already see cherry blossoms blooming on the side of the road. Unlike yesterday, there's no traffic at all, so things are going smoothly. It's nice. This is how travel should be. It looks like I've reached my final destination. As soon as you leave the parking lot, you see a little Kyoto-like streetscape. Go further in and you will find here I am, Hachiman Mode, my last Hanami spot. And look at that! Cherry blossoms, the river, and historical buildings are very picturesque. A nice Japanese landscape. It's pretty, but it used to look completely different. As you can see in the pictures, it was in terrible condition before. The moat was filled with sludge, mosquitoes and flies were abundant, and garbage was illegally dumped everywhere. It used to be a lively passageway for daily life and commerce about 400 years ago. Around 1950, it lost its role in the evolution of transportation, was neglected and somehow forgotten. However, there were people who were seeking to revive Hachiman Moat. They started to clean up the moat with small group at first, gradually grew in number, and finally, the prefecture took action. They withdrew the plan to reclaim the moat. And that is how Hachiman Moat, as we know, exists today. Today, it is a tourist attraction crowded with visitors and has been used as a location for many historical TV series. We must not forget that this beautiful scenery is based on the efforts of the local residents. Thank you for sticking my terrible English until this far. How was this video? You like it or hate it? I'd love to hear what your viewers think, so feel free to comment on what you think. I hope my video helps and you'll be interested in Japan. I will see you on next video. Until then, mata ne!